And then the guys came along like Larry Graham,
yeah.
who opened up, you know. Before he came along, you never heard that.
No.
You never heard, you know. So he opened up a whole world for people to try to start experimenting with that thing.
When Larry Graham came along with this stuff, it was like, wow.
When my friends heard his playing, they came to me and just said, you gotta hear this guy, you will not believe. And I couldn't believe it was a bass because he had all this pulling and slapping and yanking on the strings, and it was like, how do you get that sound?
When my mother and I worked together, when I started playing bass, I was 15. We had drums, bass, and piano for a while. And then my mother decided there was going to be no more drums, just bass and piano. So now, to make up for not having that bass drum, I would thump the strings with my thumb. And to make up for not having that backbeat on the snare drum, I would pluck the strings with my fingers. So I'm basically trying to compensate for no drums, playing drums on the bass. And that's really how I came up with the style, out of necessity.
I look at all this, what we call slapping now. When I grew up, it was called thumping. Larry Graham thumping and plucking. So all this slapping and thumping stuff, for me, is rhythmic. I think drums.
Lenny White, the drummer Lenny White, he loves when I give him credit. He's the guy that taught me how to slap on the bass. He said, no, man, you got to do it like this. And he had a real primitive way of doing it. And I said, wow, what is that again, Lenny? I said, is that music? He says, man, you got to try this thing, man.